stole alcohol from my buddy's dad. Sophomore year of high school. This is one of those I still, every time I think about it, I'm like, I can't believe that happened. My buddy's on the cross country team. Beef, who I've talked about before. Beef had all of us over, plus my friend from grade school, like the first friend I ever had growing up in Kentucky. His name was GT. And typical, like, sophomore in high school hangout, like, we went ding dong ditching, stayed up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then the next day we were going to a basketball game for our team. Our basketball team was close to state, and we were going to the game. Most of our buddies on the cross country team, like Griff 7'5", those guys, they leave, and it's just me, GT, and Beef sitting at their house in their basement. And Beef's dad was some type of alcohol distributor at the time, so he had a huge inventory in the basement cabinets. And me and my buddies on the cross country team, super naive, like we didn't drink or do anything until we were much older. Like we didn't even start drinking until our senior year of high school. So at one point we're sitting there, and like I said, you're like half awake after a night like that, right? GT, who was a lacrosse kid, a little bit more on the party side earlier, Beef's like, all right, I'm gonna go take a shower. As soon as he did, GT pops up. He's like, come on. And I'm like, what? Come on. Runs behind the basement bar that Beef's parents had, like this basement bar with cabinets underneath. And he just starts rummaging through these liquor bottles. And he pulls out, I think he was 1 or 2 big vodka bottles. And he's like, you want one? I'm like, no, what are you doing with this? I'm going to sell it. I'm like, okay. Now, mind you, GT and Beef, his family and them are like closer friends than I was with Beef at the time. I had just started hanging out with Beef, and I'm like, I don't drink. I don't need this. And in my head, I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Because like GT's like one of my best friends from forever, and you know, me and Beef are starting to get pretty tightened up. Like obviously, like the situation takes care of itself because most alcohol salesmen have an inventory of their product. But long story short, Beef is upstairs. GT shoves a whole liquor bottle in his little like drawstring bag that he brought to spend the night, and he's like, come on, take something. I'm like, I don't need anything. He's like, well, throws me like 2 little hotel shooter bottles. I'm like, okay. And I just shoved it in my bag, and that was it. So a few days pass, and then we're at school on Monday. GT's like, hey, I sold that liquor bottle. I'm like, oh, nice. Who'd you sell it to? He's like, T-Chain, some kid that we go to school with. So T-Chains has no idea where he got it, right? Just alcohol. Later that day, and like I said, I don't know how that happened. I mean, kids murmur, I'm sure, or just it comes up in conversation because I'm sure T-Chains didn't know that the bottle was stolen, right? So I'm walking to my locker, getting ready to go to cross-country practice, and Beef, like, confronts me in the hallway. Did you take liquor bottles from my house? I'm like, whoa. No. And he's like, well, did GT? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to say? Am I snitch on one of my best friends, or am I supposed to tell my other buddy what actually happened? I'm like, you got to talk to him. I don't know. I just walked away. So this whole confrontation goes down to the hallway, and I hear it. I'm like 5 feet away from it because GT was kind of right around the corner right behind me. And I can't tell you, just like being in the middle of that, like GT's like, hey man, just made like $40 sell that liquor bottle. And then I turn the corner, and Beef's like, did GT sell a liquor bottle? Did he take a liquor bottle from my house? I'm like, I don't know. And the 2 shooter bottles that I was given, I was like, I don't even drink. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. So I just threw them away because I was like, I don't know. Like, what the hell am I going to do with them? So long story short, now GT is in some shit, right? Because his parents are texting Beef's parents, and GT's parents are going back and forth. And, you know, again, it wasn't really anything bad. I mean, high school kids, especially that young, you're not thinking that type of situation through. And I think GT was just thinking he needed money. There's, you know, hundreds of liquor bottles at Beef's house. He might as well just take one and sell it. No big deal. So this whole thing goes down, and Beef's like, did you take anything? I'm like, no, I didn't take anything. And Beef's like, well, there's 2 shooter bottles missing. I'm like, yeah, GT took those 2, but he gave them to me, and I threw them away. I'm really sorry, man, because I felt bad. I'm like, shit, man, like, I'm not trying to be a snitch, but like, now that my name's getting tossed in the mud a little bit, I'm like, dude, look, Beef, this is what happened. Like, now that you know, now that the story's out there, like, I didn't take any alcohol. I don't even drink. So it was just really, it was hilarious because, again, like, like an alcohol salesman's not going to keep an inventory of the product that he sells or has on him, right? So I don't know what, again, just being kids, but I'm telling you, I cannot explain the stress of being kind of like the friend in between a situation because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like I still could, to this day, I could see GT. I could hear the clanking of bottles and him just on a mission to find a liquor bottle that he's gonna go sell at school. And I love that. Like again, just high school kids being stupid, but like, what are you thinking? Taking the bottle from somebody that goes to the same school that you're gonna go sell it at? like, like what were you thinking, man? But I remember I was like a couple sleepless nights because I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna get blamed? And that was one thing that I was actually pissed at GT about for a while because immediately when it went down, he's like, well, Thomas took stuff too. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I have 2 little hotel shooter bottles that I threw away. And the only reason I had them is because you told me to hold them for you, dude. Like, don't fucking throw me out like that when I wasn't going to snitch on you. But now that you threw my name out there, I'm fucking telling him exactly what happened. And it all worked out. I felt bad for GT. He got in trouble with his parents. And I think him and Beef, weren't cool for a little bit, but they're cool now. It was, it's all water under the bridge. Again, you do stupid shit sometimes in high school. And I think I've made that point on here before, but I think one thing that is so tough is mentally for people, they might dwell on what the actions they did when they were in high school or college. And it's like, you have to go through some growing pains in life, whether you mean to or not. You're going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. But it's important to, take it as a lesson, whether it's in life or in your career or in whatever, and just learn from it. Okay, I made that mistake, but you can learn from it and actually improve upon make your life a lot better instead of dwelling on it and putting yourself in like a mental hole where you've limited yourself from being, who you really want to be in life. So hilarious, honestly, looking back, hilarious the way that went down. And again, sometimes just being a younger kid, you do stupid shit, but don't dwell on it. So that's the episode. Hilarious. I still just like every time I think about that story, like I can't believe that happened. But like I said, I'm still friends with both the guys today. They still are friends, and it's all water under the bridge, but quite a story. Talks to Tom. Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more. See no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street and babe, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see? Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more. See no more. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Yep.